Hello, my name is Daniel. Thank you for joining today. I appreciate you, your time, and your support. In today's video, I want to share with you how you can go about using Logic's internal drummer to trigger any third-party drummer that you may have. If you have any questions at any point throughout this video, I encourage you to drop a comment down below. I'll do my best to assist you in the best possible direction. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and ring that bell for me, as I'll be bringing more videos like this for you. With that being said, let's get right on into this. All I've done was open up an empty session in Logic, and I have an audio track right here, and I just simply armed it so that way you can hear me talking and I can kind of guide you through this process. The first thing that we're going to want to do when Logic greets us with this menu to select something, I'm going to select the drummer. You definitely want to consider the style of music that you're going to be playing in. So if you're going to be playing in punk rock, garage rock, indie rock, you get the idea. Whatever style you're going to be playing, you want to select close to that. I'm going to stay in this acoustic drummer area for this demonstration. So I'm going to just select one at random. I'm going to keep it at, or I'm going to actually just keep it at punk rock for this demonstration here. I'm going to leave the audio output at 1 and 2. I'm going to hit create. Now I have a standard Logic drummer right here ready to go. So we have the trigger right here. This is the trigger that we're going to be using, but I don't want to use the sound. So let's say you do like the beats that you can come up with and the rhythms and the grooves that you create with this system right here that Logic's included with this built-in drumming system. If you're cool with that, but you don't want to use the sounds, this is going to be definitely for you. What I want to do is I want to use these measures and all of these right here real time and trigger something else. So a drummer that I would choose is going to be my Moto drums from IK Multimedia. So you can use Easy Drummer, you get the idea. So you're going to want some sort of third-party drummer. In this case, I'm going to be using Moto drums. I'm going to, as you can see there, I also just went to the plus, and then I'm going to go over to pattern and select software instrument, and then from there you're going to want to select the Moto drums from your list or whatever drummer you're going to be using. So I'm going to bring that in here. I'm not going to pay attention to any of this right here. I'm actually just going to kind of leave it on that kit for now. I'm going to remove that. So all I've done was I've added the stock Logic built-in track right here. As a matter of fact, I can actually just bring the audio down all the way, as I'm not going to need it anymore. And then over here you can see that we have the Moto drums. So for demonstration, I'm just going to put stock drums on this one, and then this one I'm going to type in Moto drums because that's what I'm using here. This is where the magic happens. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select shift and option, and then I'm going to bring this down like this. So as you can see, this little arrow is pointing to this track up here. So what that's telling me is that this track is triggering these drums down here. So if I hit play, I can switch everything in real time using this track up here. So let me go ahead and close that. As you can see. So I'm going to highlight the top one. It's being triggered by this top one up here, and the Logic stock sounds are not sounding. Hence I can bring that down, and it'll reflect as well, and it gives me more organic drum sounds. I feel I use this in every single track that I create. This is something that I have to do now. Ever since I discovered that I can do this, it's just something that I kind of stuck to ever since, and this is pretty much how I will use it. Don't get me wrong, this is how I will use it, is what I meant to say. And don't get me wrong that I do love Logic's built-in drums. However, in comparison to kind of more dynamic drums where we have more dynamics here, as you can see, each individual drum component, we can do this in Logic where we control each individual element, like the sound and stuff. So if I go over here and I select this drum kit, this is going to be Logic's drum kit right here, and then this is going to be the Moto drum kit. Now they're both beautiful drum kits. The graphics are there, they both look wonderful. I just feel like Moto drums is more dynamic. So within here, the stock drum kit, we get some parameters down here, and then if I select one, I can go ahead and select different kicks, which is always a fantastic thing. I can select different toms, As you can see, some of them even include some different parameters over here, like an EQ. So there is a lot still going on within the stock drums. However, I feel if I were to come over here to Moto drums, for example, I not only have the mixer, but I can also select different rooms that the drums are going to play in, and it does actually reflect that. And I can show you that here, and it does make a difference. I feel not only that, we also have the ability to send out each one of these individual elements into audio tracks to track out this drum kit into just audio stems, which is another big deal for me. And we also have over here, as you can see, the overhead and the rooms. That's another big deal to me. And not to mention, we can map, as you can see, so there's a lot more features basically. So if you're on the same page as me and you're wanting to get the most out of your setup, not to mention this page right here, so as you can see, there's a lot going on. I'll do a full in-depth review of Moto drums, but you can see why I would choose to pick this drummer versus this one. Not that this one's bad, not by any means. The Logic stock drummers are fantastic, just to confirm, but I just like these more organic sounds right here, especially the one that Moto drum produces. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of show you here. And keep in mind, I'll even mute this one, and it'll still trigger. It should still trigger. I don't think that interferes with anything. If I go ahead and I select, let's see, custom rock maybe. It's gonna take a little bit to load here. See if we can change the groove up. So you can see though that it's just being triggered, and that's all that this is basically meant to prove here. And it's really going to be with any genre. So let's say if I switch to funk rock here, let's go ahead and do that. It's going to reflect that. And I can kind of switch the kit over here in the Moto drums to kind of compensate for the new style. Maybe let's do plexi. I'll go ahead and demonstrate with one other genre here. Let's do experimental songwriter. Let's see what that is. I don't know what to expect here. It's actually pretty cool. It's very interesting. Let's do Brit custom here. So you get the idea though. So this can be done with any third-party drummer that you choose to use. This is a video that I felt like I should make and kind of really just demonstrate here that you can actually do this if you wanted. Now, if you have any questions, yet again, I do encourage you to drop those comments down below, and I'll do my best to assist you in the best possible direction. Before you go, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and ring that bell for me, as I'll be bringing more videos like this for you. With that being said, I appreciate your time and thank you for watching. You have a great day.